Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video. And welcome back to the build of the Strike Rouge Plus Ootori by Bandai. This is the Master Grade, in case you haven't noticed. If it makes any difference to you, it's the Master Grade. Yippee, right? But you know, as if you're into Gundams and you know Master Grade is a particular line of Gundam's kits. So there you go. Anyway, what did we finish last time? Last time we finished off building the body section of the Ootori and a couple of the wings. Well, technically all four of the wings, which we're not quite there yet, but this is going to go on the side here like this, and the other side will go here. But like I said, we're not quite there yet. So, that being said, we are continuing on with the build. So I've gone ahead and I've assembled this little part here of this piece and this, and I finally have used up all the stickers. So I've gotten rid of that. That can go in the garbage. The stickers are done. Yeah. So let's just continue on, shall we? So we're at this point here where this little black piece needs to go onto here. And that's just going to go like this, like that. It's got the nice little red accent color. That's kind of nifty. Yeah, so there's that. I need N23 and N4. So 23 is probably on this part. Yep. I'm just thinking, I've got two 23s, but I've only got one piece to put it on. That's interesting. I wonder how that's going to turn out. I don't know how it's going to turn out. That's why we're doing this. But I also need N4, which is not on this part. It's on this part. 1, 2, 3, 7. Yeah, that makes up. And then 11. 4, way over on this side. Here we go. Okay. Clean these up, as is the norm with these kits. I think we might be able to get this one finished today, guys. We might actually be able to get this finished today. At least the assembly, anyway. The stickers, of course, it's going to be all about how I feel and how many to put on. They come with so many stickers, not particularly this one, but these Gundam kits, the water slide decals, they come with so many of them. And for the scale of what they are, I think a lot of the detail just gets lost, and you don't really get to appreciate it. And so it doesn't make that much sense to put on every decal, at least for me. It's just not worth the time spent in applying so many little, you know, like little warning decals and stuff like that. It's just the writing is so small you can't even really read it. And so if you can't even read it, you might as well just not even have it there. That's just my opinion. And you know, if you really want to have that detail on your Gundam, go for it. If you find it is worth it in the end, putting all those decals on in every little spot, then go ahead. Go right ahead. See if I care. No. Okay. Cleaned up. So this guy goes on the back here, like this. And then this guy goes on the front, like this. Okay. I don't know if that's the back, but I'm assuming it's the back. Okay. There's that. And then we need R17. R17. R17 right here. So in the last video, it took me nearly an hour to get through just 3/4 of this page. Okay, I have to pay attention to how this is going. I want it like that, so the ball end goes in here. Okay, and it's just like that. Alright, so this piece is done. Next, we need N13 and 14. It's these guys here. Let's put you back over here. Got a lot of loose pieces here that need assembling. This is probably going to be seen. That probably is. That's probably not. Okay, so I'm going to need N23. Ah, that's why there's two. But I need an 11. Is 11 on here? Yes. One thing I've noticed about the entry in particular is there is not a lot of undergating. Is that a word? A lot of the spots where the part is held on to the runner, those nub spots are visible on a lot of these pieces, particularly on the entry on the end runner. And I don't know why, but it just is the way they've designed it. So I want to make sure I take all of these off nice without stressing the plastic. Simply because, see, that one came off too close. I might be able to get away with it, but at this point, it's probably a good idea to change my knife blade. I've used it now on, I think, 3 different kits. Not particularly Gundams, but 3 different builds. And it's probably time to change it out. It's getting a little bit dull. It's still good for the purpose, but it's probably a good idea for me to think about changing it out for a new one pretty soon. Now, having a bit of a dull blade doesn't matter so much on a regular model kit. You pretty much get away with it without too much troubles. It just means you need to add a bit more pressure when you're trying to cut. Really. That's about it. Okay, let's grab my razor. Clean these up nice. I don't know if this how visible these are going to actually be when it's put together, but chances are it will be. So that's cleaned up to my satisfaction. That's good. Where's the other one? There it is. Sometimes the nub mark just looks like a little white dot. It's not really noticeable. Not just in a passing view. But other times, it really is something you want to take care of. This one here is in a weird spot. And this one just looks horrible. This one I'm going to do a little more work on. I'm not happy with it at all. I don't know. It just needs to be cut more. So far, this is the most stubborn one I've ever cleaned up. As you can see, they're all around the edges, but I'm not. Doesn't seem to be biting into it anymore. There we go. That looks better. And there was one more this side. Similar deal here. You grab it there and just use the file just to bite in a little harder than normal. There's a bit of a taper to this part, so it's making it a challenge to clean it up. That looks better. Okay. Now, did I do this one? Not yet. Okay. Almost done. Done. Alright. That was a lot of cleaning just on those 4 little parts. Okay. Oh, I need PC20. PC, of course, is the polycarbonate tree. Number 20. Didn't even cut it, just spun it off. Why? Because you can. And you can get away with it too. Okay, so I need to put it in. I really want it. This piece. And then this piece. Okay, okay. It's going to go like this. Doink. Then these two go together. just like so. Okay, and then this goes on the back, just like that, and then this goes on the front. Is there an up and a down on this guy? Doesn't look like it's any different. Up and down are the same, either way. Okay, and then we take the R16. And it's almost finished that tree off. Perfect example of my knife not being sharp enough. I just cut the little nub off of there and it totally just turned it white. So in other words, it stressed the plastic before actually making a cut. I can kind of minimize it by filing this down. It makes that little white spot just a little bit smaller. Still not perfect, but that's okay. And again, we want the knob going in here, and they want it facing, they have it like this, so this is facing this way. Okay, and that's it for that. Now we go over to the next page. Hey, we're finally putting everything together. So, we'll take this guy, and he goes on this side. There is, oh, I'm putting in the wrong thing. It goes in here. Oh, nice snap. That's good. And this guy goes in here. No snap, but it's in there. Okay. And then we got wings. And the wings go on here. This thing's huge. Boom! Look at that. That's huge. That's 11 inches across. 11-inch wingspan. Crazy. And that's it for my Mountain Dew. Okay, looks like missiles and bombs. I already got the bombs. I did the bombs because I wanted to put the stripe on them and get rid of the stickers. The bombs were just basically two halves, put them together, just like you would building an aircraft model. And you got bombs to put on. And they go on the bottom here. And they want you to put them here on the inner part. I guess technically you could put them, you could do this if you wanted. Right? But they're telling me to put them on the inner part. And so somebody reviewing this kit, and when he put them on the inner part, it reduced the amount that the wing could open. It hits this rail. And it kind of does. But still the wing is open to where it's supposed to go. It doesn't want to go further. There's still maybe half a millimeter of room in between the bomb and this little railing here, right? This guy here. There's just that tiny little bit of, there's this little tiny hair, just a boop boop, just like that. Anyway, missiles. The missiles are made of P1 and P2. Shouldn't be too hard to find. It's one of the only trees that still has lots of stuff on it. Let's just put you here for now. P1 and P2. So here's P1. I'm going to do this a few times. This is all P1. So let's just take them all off here. guys are enjoying this video, why not hit the like button and subscribe. And if you really want, you can even hit the little bell icon, and then you get notified every time I upload a new video. Hitting that like button helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that's always helpful and much appreciated. And you can always head on over to my Twitch channel and watch me live, and then you have opportunity to talk to me while I'm building these things. You can ask me questions or give me criticisms, tell me what I'm doing wrong, troll me with gotchas, whatever. Yeah, you can do all that fun stuff. I'm open to that. I would like some feedback on what you'd like to see on particularly on my Gundam builds. Simply because I find building a Gundam is a slightly different process to a normal model. All the cleanup that needs to be done on them and stuff like that, and of course decals or stickers in the case of this one. If you guys are interested in seeing that stuff, I'd like to know. But if you're not, then I can edit my videos a little bit and cut down some of this process, like cleaning it all up, cleaning up the parts. If you don't want to bother watching me spend all the time cleaning these and getting all the nub marks off, then, you know, I'm happy to edit the videos in such a way that you're not seeing it. Okay, so they want these with the notches facing up, it looks like. So it goes like this. And they kind of click into place. Okay. This one did not click into place, it just kind of slid really tight. This one kind of clicked. And that one just went snug. Okay, so now these go on the wings. Just like so. This is becoming a somewhat bulky, item. So I knocked off one of my fins here, and this just goes on like that. It can move forward for some reason, but it doesn't go back all the way. That's alright. It's a funky looking thing. And it's hard to grab it in a spot where things don't bend and start flopping on you. Anyway, there's that. We now have her loaded with some armaments. Oh, that's weird. That's why they did that, I don't know. Maybe to add some flexibility as it's on when it's actually on. That's going to be interesting how this thing actually goes on. Anyway, looks like we're assembling a sword next. So we need N1 and 2 and 24. And 1 and 2. Don't know what this is going to look like if it's all visible, so as a precaution, 1 and 2, and what else did I need off of this? 24, which is this guy here. And that's going to be it for this part of the tree. So I'm just going to trim that down. A little bit smaller footprint in my garbage. I follow this Facebook group that it's a gun plug group on Facebook, and I just saw a post about 20 minutes ago. Somebody's got something like, they've got 2 bags full of runners that they need to recycle, and they're wondering if anybody's interested in them. And I'm thinking to myself, why? What's the purpose of saving the runners? Once the kit's done, why are you saving the runners? That, I don't understand that. What's the purpose of that? Any of you guys out there and they're watching this, let me know. Why do people save the runners on their gun plug after the kit's built? If there's no parts on it, I don't understand why they're saving it. I would love to know. Those are done. This one's going to need file treatment. I don't know how visible this is going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to be. So that's that. Let's get off my screen. Thank you. Almost done. There we go. Okay. So where were we on here? Okay, so N1 and N2 looks like these go together. They don't actually show them actually being put together, just N1, N2, just like that. It's a fat sword. She's thick. Okay, so there's this. Now N24, I spent all that time and I got nothing to put it on. I need Q6 and P15. Q6, this guy here, 2, 6, and that makes Q done. And P15. It's M, R, P. MRP 15. Okay. That's already clean. Okay, so we take this. This is the first thing we do. Cut this in a certain orientation. It goes like this, down over like that. And then this goes on the back. Like this. Okay. And then this goes into the end of the sword. Oh, that's the hilt. That's why. And then we need P16 to go there. It's kind of interesting, this whole concept for this, you know, you can almost tell it's Japanese influenced, just simply because of what's involved in it. It's almost like a samurai influence. Okay, now they want me, see, I know already that there's a piece that's got to go across here, but they don't want me to put it on yet. They just want me putting this onto this, and they want it going this way, and this piece is going to go in here. Oh, snaps in nice, just like that. And then we're done with that for now. We have to build the little rocket launcher. P12. Okay, and P11. And P13. And I think I'm done peeing. It appears I am done peeing. And that's it for that. I need N16 and 17. Again, they're not showing me actually assembling them, they're just saying put N16 and 17 together. of spots it's going to be exposed, so make sure that I take these off properly. Try and hide my nubs as much as I can. I didn't bother with this one because I know I got a piece that's going to cover it. So all I need to do is make sure it's not going to interfere with the fitment. Same with these end pieces. Okay, razor time. The whole purpose is to burn down these nub marks, to get rid of that little white speck. Once you get it flush, it disappears. But getting it there sometimes takes a bit of work. And sometimes it's just because I'm not filing at the right angle to actually burn away that nub mark. Sometimes it disappears like almost instant. Other times it's like, oh, it didn't go away because I had my file at the wrong angle. That looks pretty good. Okay, so these go together. Now I have it like this. Oh, we gotta clean these. I never cleaned these yet. Still no one talking, eh? That's okay. I'm quite happy talking to myself. Okay, so this one goes like this. This goes on top like this. Oh, I didn't clean that edge. Like so. And then this guy goes on here. I don't want it like that. Like that. Okay. Just like that. There we go. Rocket launcher. And then this goes onto this side. Here. Like so. And then we flip the page because this part's done. That's a big honking sword sticking out the back there. Oh. I guess the Ootori is done, except for this piece. They never told me to put this on. But it clearly goes there. I know this because I've seen it in the pictures. Why didn't they tell me to put this on? Didn't mention it at all. I actually have to take this off There. Why don't you stay down? Okay, so there we have it. There's the Ootori. And that's a pretty funky looking little thing. But we've got to figure out how it goes on her back. If it goes on her back. I'm pretty sure it goes on her back. Yeah. Interesting little weapon setup. Yeah, very, very unique. Let's open up this. And there you have it. Okay. And these are nice and flexible. Looks like there's something that's supposed to go in there that maybe I missed. We'll figure it out in a bit. Right now, we got to build the base. Build a base. And that's all going to be this stuff. Let's get this big monstrosity off of here. There's this one. And these two. There we go. And yay, this one's done. So I need to clean them. I'll clean it just because. Just out of principle. Just to make sure the edges are smooth. Okay. Okay, so this guy, sitting like this, you take not this one, but this one, and I guess it goes on the forward, snaps in like that. And then this locks it together. And an ugly nub mark right there. But it's actually not my fault because it's actually an imperfection in the mold. It's not molded quite super smooth. And then this goes like this. Just like that. And that's done. Now I gotta take R10. M and R. Number 10, that's this guy. And that's it for the archery. Not archery, archery. Also known as a runner or a sprue. And this is going to go in like this. And then it attaches like that. Just like that. Okay? And then they can do things like swing the nose down. So we pull the nose out like this and swing it down. But this is in the way, so let's take it off of here. Okay, so there's that. Let's put that aside. So this goes down and back like that. And then this goes swinging down. Straight down. Both of them. This goes down. Oh, that's cool. Okay. And the wings go out. So that makes it a lot more compact. And I guess this is how it's going to attach onto her. Flip the page, because this page is done. Yes. Okay. Now we attach onto her. I have her kind of sitting in a bit of a pose right now, so I want to straighten her out. Should I take her shield off for now? No, I'm going to leave her shield on. So this, we've got this little, this guy here is going to go into a little slot on her back. She's a little bit hard to grab onto. There. So that's going to go in there. Straighten out her arm a little bit here. And with that. It should snap in there. There we go. All right. Man, it's almost going to be held up. Oh, now they tell us to put that stuff on. They actually tell you to take it off, put that on, and then she can hold the sword. She's back heavy now. The sword literally holds her up. But that's pretty much it right there. I can give her her gun. She needs to hold her gun, which is going to be an interesting little challenge to get it in her hand here. Almost like I need to take her hand off first. Get her thumb oriented right. There we go. There. Now she's fully weaponized. There we go, guys. She's done. Just like that. Finished. Now, I do have a few extra parts. Like these. Almost like extra. These are like almost like what's inside of her feet there. And then a couple of ball joint things. Or it's just one, I guess, if I take these off and assemble them. What else do I have? 2 extra armor pieces. These guys. And this is like an extra neck. Right? But her neck was dark gray, not white. So there's that one. Let's go over here. Yeah, extra neck, extra arms. What else have I got? I have a few extra parts. It's very strange. This piece here, I don't even know what this is. And a couple little round circle things here. Don't know what those are. I do have this. This is to put her on a base. This little black piece, I've been curious what this little black piece is for a while now, and because it's the last thing on this particular tree, on the M tree, and I don't know where that goes. Anything else? this little piece here might go onto that. I may have missed this. Remember when I said that looks like there's something that could go there? This might be that. So that's the last thing on this tree. This tree is now, the end tree is done. End tree is done. And that's that. So I gotta figure out where this guy goes, because I think it goes right there. Yes, it does. So these guns can come out from the back and come out the front like this if you get them situated right, and then you can like actually have them shooting out the front. It's pretty cool. But I'm missing that piece. That piece needs to go on top there. Where'd that drop to? It's like, I don't want to go on. I want to stay free. Well, too bad. You've got to get on there anyway. Where the heck did it go? There it is. So this particular one, I don't think I'm going to do any weathering. I think this one, she deserves to be nice and clean. Kigali is not a dirty girl. She keeps her stuff nice and clean. I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to keep this one nice and clean. This guy is going to be going there. I need to hold it with 2 hands. And of course I've got it backwards. Now it's kind of making sense how the tip of the barrel didn't really fit. Didn't seem like it was really going in proper, like I didn't have it right. Now it's going to fit tighter. Yes, that's better. Okay. So now it's got these little fins on both sides. These 2 fins here, here and here. Yeah, it makes sense now. Balances out. Yeah. So, like I said, she's done. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the panel lines on the wings and everything. I got to do the panel lining on the Ootori parts. But other than that, she's done. And of course, the few stickers that are left. Oh yeah, see, I've got all these spare PC parts as well, and a couple of parts here. What are these for? I have no clue, but I have them. So yeah, I've got a few parts left on some runners, and that might be conducive to the fact that I think the Strike Freedom is a pretty much similar build, so they may just borrow from that on her. So I don't know. It's very possible. It looks pretty cool. She looks pretty deadly. Yeah, I like it. It looks good. So with that, I'm going to end it here. Oh, I didn't show you guys yet her little daggers. She's got switchblades. She's got little daggers. She's got two of them, and they go in her hips. Why a Gundam has a dagger, I don't know. When you've got guns and laser swords, and she's got all these missiles, why do you need little daggers? And it's a Gundam. You're a freaking 40-foot tall robot. Why do you need a dagger? I don't get that. Anyway, that's just me. So this piece here goes up in her crotch, and but I don't know if that actually goes onto this. No, that doesn't go onto this base. So that's interesting. It's like this base is made specifically for the Ootori and not for her. That's okay though. I have another base because I'm going to have her kind of in a nice, you know, flying action pose. But yeah. So with that, that concludes this build. She's done. She's finished. She's beautiful. I like her. Yeah, I do like her. Looks cool. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for coming out. She's impressive. I got these few little stickers to put on. Again, I don't like the fact that they are stickers. I've definitely got to put the orb decal at least on her shoulder there, because that's where it belongs. And yeah, I'll put a few of these on. And I don't know, you know, my usual thing is I put decals on and then I give it a nice flat clear coat. But I kind of like this semi-gloss nature that she has going on here. And yeah, I think she looks good just with the glossiness that she has, and not flat, you know. I think the gloss is better on her. But anyway, like I said, we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to put her away, and I'll start getting prepared for my next build. My next build is going to be the 1/48 scale F-22 Raptor. Yeah, that's going to be next. And so I'll get prepared to start on that. And once I got her all stickered up and pictures taken and posted on my Instagram and all that good stuff. So, with that being said, I'm going to call it a day. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming out. You guys who follow me on YouTube, you guys are friggin' awesome. Thank you so much. And follow me on my Twitch. I'd love to build my Twitch channel. That would be really awesome to build my Twitch channel and get that going too. And that way you guys can talk to me on Twitch too. And then it comes here right there in the box. And yeah, anyway. Thanks again, guys. And we'll see you all in the next one.